separate your real life from social media life. You never know what trauma, pain, or whatever they may have dealt with to get to that point. Do your research before you ever take any medicine or get on birth control. Take time to yourself and take time off of social media. Have patience. Be patient with yourself. Me personally, I don't believe in breaks. You talking about a break, baby. You talking about a breakup.
Yeah, top been there. A bitch been down for too long. They counted me out. I got in my bag. Now I get calls from 2 phones. Wanna connect, he trying to connect. I gave him the play to move on. Gotta whip out the lot. I took out the top, switched up the colors, 2-tone. I just made a little money to sit on. I just found a little bitch I can shit on. This nigga bitch.
Hey you guys, welcome back to another video. In today's video, we'll be touching on the other 4 topics, and this is basically part 2 of the first girl talk I gave you guys, and I just touched on freshman advice and incoming freshmen. So if you haven't tuned into that video already, make sure you guys go ahead and tune into that video first, and then go ahead and click back on this video so that you can get the, the tea on the other topics. Let's go ahead and get straight into this video. I ain't gonna hold you guys too long. Make sure you guys go ahead and like, comment, share, and subscribe, and click that bell to get notified so you don't miss when I post the video. Make sure you guys go follow me on all my social media platforms, like Fanene. Everything will be down below in the description. On TikTok, all that is like Fanene, so go follow me, okay? You already know I said I was gonna be hitting on my hookah. If you watched that video, then you know why I'm in the same clothes and all that good stuff. So yeah, we're gonna be going ahead, catching the vibe. We're gonna be here, sis, and we're gonna get straight into it. Okay, so this video can be helpful to a lot of people. It don't necessarily have to be females. It don't necessarily have to be young females, young adults. It can really, vary. It can help anybody that, of course, is looking for this type of advice or want to know more about this topic. So the first topic I have is birth control. I feel like birth control is a pretty popular topic for the girls because, of course, I'm not sure if men can get on birth control, but I never heard of it, me personally. So this is a huge topic for the females. So we're gonna get straight into it because this may be a lengthy little topic. I feel like, me personally, I feel like birth control has, its pros and cons. And I'm not sure if you guys know, but there's so many different types of birth control. So, depending on which one you have, it does come with different side effects. But, do your research on birth control. That's one thing for sure. This is going inside your body. So you want to know what you're inserting into your body, and you know what's going on or the side effects of something and this and that. So definitely do your research before you ever take any medicine or get on birth control or anything you got going on. Make sure it's for a great cause. So I'm gonna go ahead and get into some of the pros and cons. The cons are definitely weight gain. I got on birth control, and a lot of people know that I am lesbian, I am gay, so it was not necessary. So that was my mistake. But I got on birth control personally because I wanted to try to get rid of my cycle. And if the girls know, the girls that get it, get it. The girls that don't. But if you know, you know. Birth control is known for, stopping your cycle. I'm so glad I got off of it now, but at the time, I was just, I was young, and I was like, okay, cool. I'm tired of not even the period itself. It's the cramping for me. Like, I have horrible cramps. I be having a hard time, baby. Every time that time of the month come, I really be in this bed curled up crying. So it's definitely, that was definitely the reason for me. It wasn't just the period itself. Like, I don't have a problem with, cleansing myself out. And of course, this is natural to me. It's natural for women. Definitely was weight gain. That's one of the side effects I deal with. But me personally, I was not upset about it because if you know, I was very little too. I was as little as like a stick. I was so skinny. I was probably like 98 pounds, like 100 pounds max. So that I didn't really have issue with gaining weight because I honestly want to gain weight, but I want to gain weight in the correct places, not, everywhere. I went from like 100 pounds to maybe like 120, 130, and that itself was like, okay, cool, that's enough. Like, I don't need that much for real because I'm not that tall. So it was kind of like, okay, cool, that's enough for me. But of course, over the time and over the years, even after getting off birth control, I am still gaining weight. I'm pretty sure it's probably not even from birth control, but for the simple fact that, I had that little weight gain, now it's like my weight is just rising. I'm just gaining weight like ridiculously. I'm not mad about it, but I feel like I want to get into the right places. So right now, currently as today, I am about 168 pounds, and that's really crazy because it's like I went from a stick to thick. Period. I'm not complaining at all. I just definitely need to, get in the gym and start working out, eating healthier so that the weight can go in the correct places. I was on the shot, the depot shot, which you get, 3 times, I think like once every 3 months or something like that. I'm not sure. Hair loss is, of course, depressing, and nobody wants to go through hair loss. Like, that's really crazy, and that's really depressing. Like, me personally, I did not deal with that. Thank God. I know people, and I know people to this day that did lose their hair due to birth control, and I feel like that's one of the serious, side effects that a lot of people, not a lot of people, but a few people do go through, and I can't even imagine. So I can't really speak about that because I didn't go through that side effect personally, but there's definitely one of the cons to it, because I don't know about y'all, baby, I need my edges, I need my hair. What about when this wig come off? What about when these braids come out? Like, I can't be walking around looking like anything. So I'm so happy. I can't thank God enough. Another con that I heard of was like people had like an eating disorder. Me personally, when I got on birth control, I had a huge appetite. I ate and ate, so I can eat no more. That's what caused me to gain weight. So I didn't have that issue, but that's definitely another depressing one, another serious, side effect that will really, drastically change your life. Another con is having a irregular cycle. Me personally, I did deal with that, and that's one of the reasons I got off. That was a no for me, because like I said before, the main reason I got it was to try to stop my cycle. So to have irregular cycles to a point where I was on my cycle for like 6 months straight. Like 6 months straight. Imagine being on your period for 6 months straight. Like, you know how many pads you use, you know how many, like, it's so much that comes with that. Like, that was really depressing. Like, that in itself was depressing for me, baby. That was enough for me. That did it for me. So I was like, you know what? I'm not going back for that shot. I only got the shot one time. Like, basically you get it every 3 months. So that 3rd month, I did not go back. I didn't want it no more. I was good. I just wanted to get off that shit. I want that shit to get out my body. And that was just too much for me. So that did it. Another thing is a con, you can still get pregnant. Even though you're on birth control, you can still get pregnant, because I've heard of that as well, where people was on birth control, and of course they may not be having safe sex and use protection, and they still end up pregnant, which is crazy, because like I thought that's what it was for. But you cannot depend on that, honestly. So it's like, my advice to those would just be to continue to use protection even though you are on birth control, just to have no slip ups or anything of that sort. I feel like my advice would definitely be to only get on it if it's necessary. Don't just get on it because this person on it, or because of this, or something slight as you don't want a period no more. Get on it if it's necessary. Like, if you're in a relationship and you may have had multiple pregnancy scares, I can see why you may want to get on birth control. When it comes to pros, I feel like the pros, of course, you have a high chance of not getting pregnant when you're having unsafe sex without protection. It's not too many pros to me personally, but it may be a pro if if you're one of the girls that don't want to cycle and you don't have your cycle anymore. That's definitely a pro for you, but it was not a pro for me. The next topic on our list is breaks during relationships. It's not really so much to say about that. I feel like it all depends on your relationship, honestly. Like, every relationship is different, and of course everybody is different in general, and some people may want space and some people may need space, because depending on what kind of person they is and what they are used to, that person may or may not need breaks. But me personally, I don't believe in breaks. If you talk about a break, baby, you talking about a breakup. Like, there's no breaks. I don't do stuff like that unless like we come to each other and this is like a agreement, and it's like a happier agreement. I would say it's not basically initiated through like a argument. I want it to be like a happy agreement. Maybe you not in a good space right now, or maybe you just need time to be alone, or you may just need time to recope. Get yourself together all over again. Just get back to yourself. I can understand that. I won't be selfish if my partner came to me and it was in that kind of state and it was like a happy agreement and we could just go ahead and move on from there. But when it comes to like doing breaks and like, okay, say we have an argument and I tell my, I want to break, like, no, baby, you can get the fuck out my face and you can get the fuck out. Damn! Like, that's how I feel. Cause like, no, what you mean? Like, you're not about to have no breaking. We in an argument. Cause like, you talking about breaking up, baby. At that point, that's how I feel. If you talking about a break during an argument, bye. Peace. Alrighty then. It's not too much to say about that, but it can be definitely beneficial for the ones that need a break, because some people just need a break and some people want breaks. I'm not sure, but me personally, I don't need breaks. Like, I'm not that kind of person. Like, I can work on myself, or I can focus on myself while being in a relationship. So I don't necessarily need breaks, but everybody is different. The next topic is comparing yourself to others. I feel like this is a great topic for the younger girls and even people like myself that's around the same age as me, I feel like this is a great topic, and I definitely feel like it can really help others out, like how I feel personally and my advice on it. First thing, I feel like comparing yourself to others definitely has to do with your confidence. The level of your confidence definitely can play a part in you comparing yourself to others. Say a person like, okay, cool, I don't look as good as she do, or my body not as good as hers and stuff like that. That definitely has to do with confidence, and that's a whole different kind of topic. But it definitely got to do with confidence. Build your confidence up before you even start comparing yourself to others. I feel like a good thing. Sometimes people compare themselves to others and they look at it as motivation. Like me, myself, sometimes I catch myself comparing myself to others, but I never take it in like a, a hating way. I always taking it like motivation. Like, okay, cool. Like that bitch on her shit. She my age and she got this and this going on, and I really look up to her, like type shit. Like I don't take it like that because I have confidence in myself and everything I got going on. Have patience. Be patient with yourself. I feel like people comparing their life to other people's life. This girl may have an apartment, a car. She may have her career already going on and all that. But definitely do not compare yourself to others, especially in career-wise or what they got going on, because I feel like that can really like tear you down and make you feel less of a person, or make you feel like you're not doing enough at your age. And I feel like everybody move at their own pace, and you definitely have to take time and be patient with yourself. Don't be too hard on yourself, because it's not as easy as it seems. And even though it may look like peaches and cream, it may not be peaches and cream. I feel like you never know what a person went through to get to that point. So don't never compare yourself to that person, because you never know what trauma or what pain or whatever they may have dealt with to get to that point. The next topic ties into that, and that will be the last topic, and that topic is social media. I feel like social media really changed this generation a lot, which is crazy, but it definitely is true. I see it for myself. I've seen it with my own 2 eyes. A piece of advice I can give y'all is definitely separate your real life from social media life. Keep your business off social media. A lot of people go wrong where they put their business on social media, and then when people judge them or put their 2 cents in, not the problem. But at the end of the day, if you want to put your business out there, they wouldn't even know this, or they wouldn't be able to put their 2 cents in. They wouldn't even know nothing was going on if you just keep your mouth closed or keep your business off social media. Because I feel like social media is fake life. Like, don't put your real life, your real problems and all that on social media. It's not healthy. I feel like it's definitely unhealthy of you to do that. Just give childish. Try to give yourself breaks from social media. Social media can be very toxic, and it definitely is, draining. Especially if you are like trying to build a career out of social media, like you want to get, make your money from social media. It can definitely be draining. Take time to yourself and take time off of social media, because the people and everything you got going on can be very draining and toxic. I feel like be yourself at all times. Be yourself. Don't try to fit in. Don't try to, let me get a BBL because she got a BBL, or let me get this because she got this. Do what you feel is best for you. Do everything genuinely. Don't do that. Don't do that. That was the last few topics I had, and if you haven't already, tune into part 1 where I talked about freshman advice. I had a video dedicated to all of that, transition to college, my college experience. Tune into that video if you haven't already. And yeah, I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. Hope I can help others out there. Hope I can give you guys a piece of advice and you guys can actually use it in the long run. Let me know down below in the comments if you guys have any questions or any other, topics or advice you may want to, you may need help on. You can always DM me on Instagram at LifeFanene. Everything be down below in the description, or you can comment down below in the comments. I reply to everyone in my comments. I feel like it's rude of you not to, especially when you don't have a huge following yet. That's the least I can do, because y'all watch me, y'all support me, so I can definitely get back to y'all. Make sure you guys go ahead and like, comment, share, and subscribe, and click that bell to be notified so you don't miss when I post the video. And yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video.
I just found a little bitch I can shit on. This nigga been talking, I'm about to get rid on. If he act like a bitch, I'ma sit on him.